In our very first story, Dr. Sakara Foster, Flagbearer of the Convention People's Party (CPP), has set the pace for the Institute of Economic Affairs Presidential Evening Encounter with a promise of hope to make Ghana the pinnacle of Africa's achievements when elected into office. He said the software for the nation's development is patriotism, and CPP will exhibit this to the extent that a total of 300,000 youth will be trained yearly for the nation's development. Dr. Sakara's appearance is the first of the Institute's Presidential Aspirants Forum with electorates.
The Presidential Encounter Series, initiated in 2008, seeks to provide an individual platform and a unique opportunity for each of the presidential candidates to share their visions, programs and strategies for the development of the country. This differs from the presidential debates held in previous election years. While debates centered on the interaction between presidential candidates, this encounter focused on the interaction between the presidential aspirants and the electorates to help them make informed choices. The IEA believes those who wish to govern must allow themselves to be subjected to scrutiny by the people to ensure that they understand their concerns and have the capacity to address them. Dr. Sakara of the Convention People's Party is the first out of the 4 presidential candidates who have their representatives in Parliament to be quizzed.
Any proper and honest assessment of Ghana's condition today clearly shows that unemployment and unaffordably high living costs are the twin banes of our society. You talk to anyone and they tell you jobs. We need jobs. Those who have jobs are concerned about real incomes. We must do something for the young generation in our time. Our strategy will focus on job creation first for our youth, and we will do this by ensuring that first and foremost, those of our children who are unfortunate enough not to pass the BECE exams are not cast on the dustbin of humanity. We will institute opportunity industrial centers in all districts to ensure that they can develop trade skills for life.
As an agronomist, Dr. Sakara has a vision for the nation's agricultural sector.
The first investments will be to look at how we diversify beyond our current crops like cocoa and oil palm. We will want to add on additional plantation crops like sugarcane and almonds. For the sugarcane, we will seek to establish over 200,000 hectares of sugarcane in the Middle Belt Zone as medium to commercial scale enterprises to bolster the food supply and raw material supply beyond what we produce in our small scale sectors.
Questions came from various civil society groups concerning how well he can help develop the nation when elected into office.
What would your government do differently to support small-scale women and men to produce enough to feed the country? And especially, what policies and programs would your government put in place to address the plight of women small-scale farmers? Thank you.
First and foremost, our approach to our agriculture development will put priority on the attainment of food security, but we will go beyond that to expand the medium and large-scale commercial sector. This will, however, not be done to the detriment of 67% of our population who are involved in small-scale farming. Rather, we will want to ensure that there is a synergy between the two groups, and the point at which they all converge is the ability to apply technological innovations and the support systems that go with it to ensure that their produce is competitive in the marketplace and that they get the rewards for their efforts. To do this, for the small-scale sector, we would want to first ensure that the rural feeder roads and associated farm tracts, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, lead to service centers that are multi-purpose. And we will get our young graduates to participate with farming communities to manage these service centers to ensure that they're linked with suppliers of wholesale inputs and also grain suppliers.
He promised additional responsibility for the Vice President and promised that CPP is committed to discipline, selflessness, transparency and honest government.